Oh, doesn't it just look so majestic? Oh, it's amazing. What a great view. Just pillaring up to have a look around the place because I just knocked down Scott's old house. It's all gone, which is awesome. But, one thing, he left a bunch of crap in his house. So, here we go. Free stuff. Take it all. This is all the Scott stuff, including the donkey and the contents of these chests and the chests on the donkey. So, whoever gets here first, it's yours. Take it. He left it in there. It's been more than 7 days. He obviously didn't want it. So, yeah. Haven't worked out what I'm going to do here yet, but very exciting. Lovely view. We'll work out something. But the only other thing that's changed pretty much, I think, is this building over here. I am redoing the roof just because this building used to be a lot taller. And when I was talking about height and all of that stuff in the city, last episode, it was sort of like up to here, so you could hardly even see the tower, and you want these towers to pop out above everything else. So yeah, just adjusting this roof slightly. Not quite finished yet, but we're getting there. Anyway, on to today's episode and new exciting stuff. Is everybody ready for a story? This is a great story, and I think we should go to the top of the tower so that we can tell it in its right manner. Let's do it. Let's go to the top. Everyone's seen all of this because you watched the last episode, so we don't need to talk about this, but let's get to the top. Just so we can have nice little, oh, keep going up. Nice little view. Yeah. Oh, that looks better without Scott's place. So, let's look in this direction where all the torches are. Okay, in my hands, just wait, let's see. In my hands, I have a book titled Dragon Tears. Long ago, there was a dragon that lived in the mountains surrounding the city. The dragon did not harm the people of the city until one day some hunters ventured into the woods of the mountain to prepare for winter. The dragon became aggressive towards the hunters, and by the time they had realized they were being hunted, it was too late. When the hunters did not return, the people of the city searched for them. However, all they found were markings from the dragon. One of the hunters had a son who became very obsessed with revenge, as all he thought about from the day was striking down the beast to ensure no one else would have the same fate as his father. Many years later, the young boy had now turned into a strong man who had trained every day of his life to defeat the dragon that took his father's life. He set off on a journey to hunt the dragon. The battle with the dragon was ferocious, as its size and strength were far greater than the young man. However, he trained and studied the dragon well, and knew how to strike it down. The young man was victorious, and as he approached the dragon, lying lifeless on the ground, he noticed tears rolling down the dragon's face, and it appeared to be holding something. It was an egg. The young man now realized the dragon was protecting its baby. Feeling guilty, the young man took the egg and raced home to hide it in a nest he made by hand in the top of a tree near his home. He became very passionate about the well-being of the egg and tried to keep it warm and out of danger. The egg did not hatch, but instead started to seep a liquid. This liquid stuck to the wood of the tree and became harder than any material the people of the city had seen before. The city people called it obsidian. However, the man who found the egg called the material dragon tears, as he feared the baby dragon was upset about his mother's passing and would not hatch. The city people tried to mine the material, however none of the tools were strong enough. Until one day, a blacksmith forged a diamond pick and slowly the material began to break. Architects started to draft plans of buildings that would include the material for strength. However, the builders found that the material had special properties. ... There we go. A story, a great story. Why did I tell this story? Let's come with me. Come with me. Now, I might not have got that story 100% right. I'm not very good at reading, but let's continue. Why did I tell that story? Dragons? Dragon eggs? Interesting story. And a little bit of a background into obsidian. Come with me. Whoa! Come on, come this way. Shut up, idiot. What's this? I've got the dragon egg. That's right. I finished the game. So, recently, Brendan was online playing with me for a bit, and we decided, you know what? We're pretty armored up. We're pretty built in this town. Let's go take on the dragon. So, we got the old Endy Pearl, Endy Eyes out, and we started throwing them around, and the stronghold's not too far away. It's, oh god, the sun's going down. It's sort of up towards, you follow out past the farm and you keep going out that way for quite a while. Pretty much where our rail is over there. And it's obviously deep under the ground, but yeah, pretty close. So now I've been trying to think of a way to display the egg, and that was the whole purpose of the story. So I've got a couple of ideas. Thanks, Kristen. You screw, get out of my face. So I had a couple of ideas, but the one that I really liked was the idea that there was a story behind the dragon egg. It wasn't just the usual Minecraft, stronghold, go do all that crap. That's obviously Minecraft's story, but in our world, we're going to make our own story. So around this city, we've got these mountains. There's that one over there, and then over that way behind the farm, there's even more mountains over there, near where the prison is. So I'm sort of thinking like a dragon would live up around this place. And I obviously just read the story, so I'm thinking that little, shut up, wolf, that young boy that turned into a man, his house is going to be around here somewhere. Now, I may not get to building the house today. I haven't even finished the train station, you idiot. But let's try and get the tree done. So, I've got, I think, everything in my inventory that I need, except for the dragon egg, because I didn't get it, you stupid idiot. But let's start with some oak wood, right? Okay, so this is going to be quite a big tree, and we want it about here somewhere so that it's easily viewable, especially from the tower, and I'd say like even just from the center of town. So now this is going to be a little bit random, so I'm not sure. This isn't very, like, this isn't would you get out of my way? Move. Stupid idiot. Now, yeah, I'm not going to do like a big tutorial or anything, because I don't even know what I'm doing. I tried something in my creative test world, but it's going to turn out something completely different to that. I can tell already. So I'm just going to start with a fairly random base. It's going to be a fairly solid tree, and I'll just sort of work my way up a little bit. It's probably best to start somewhere in the middle, and you just have like branches that come off, and so we'll have a tall branch at the top somewhere that will be like where the egg was put, and it will be there'll be a bunch of obsidian, like an obsidian nest around it, pretty much, because of now when I said that a liquid started to sort of seep out of it, this is a lot easier in creative because you can just fly around and place all this stuff. But that liquid that I was talking about, and this doesn't really make sense for if you're sticking to the whole Minecraft story, but I've got the end stone, and I don't have too many uses for the end stone, so I was thinking like the end stone would be the liquid that seeps out of the egg, but then once it hardens, it changes color and turns into obsidian. Just use your imagination a little bit. How are we feeling for size there? See, it doesn't need to be massive, so that's probably okay. So let's just continue. Get some support around the place. I think I should have enough stuff here. Yeah, that's okay. We could probably knock some of these corners out a little bit. And another thing you want to do is you want to get some... Oh, because we killed the dragon, we got a whole bunch of experience. So we did some enchanting. So I've got a whole bunch of really, really good gear, which is nice. So let's get some roots out here, and we probably want to turn a few of these sideways a little bit, give a little bit of different interest, and let's get these in here like this. Bit of a speedy build today. Let's see how we go. Now, the obsidian is probably going to be, whatever, I can stay like that. The obsidian is probably going to be some of these blocks that are already here. It's going to replace them a bit. That's a little bit thin there, isn't it? Let's bring this up. Have I got any more? I surely do. I think that needs to be on a bit more of an angle. Let me up here. This could probably go like that and then just leave that slowly rise. Now it's going to be covered in leaves as well, so if it looks a little awkward to start off with, that's okay. I'm thinking that's where I want that. Maybe that should go up, but no, I think it's okay for height. Let's just get around here and place one out like that. Yeah, that looks good. So, and I mean, a lot of people that do this, they probably come in and put stairs or half slabs up under here, but we're going to have it fairly surrounded in leaves, so you're not going to see a whole bunch of it. It's not like it's a dead tree or anything, so it should be okay. Let's get that. I'm going to slowly run out of wood here, so probably don't need that one there. So it's just, yeah, pretty much working it to something that you're happy with and keeping it a bit random. That's all you want. So that's okay. And let's move on to starting to do, well, I suppose we should work out where the egg's going to go. Let's put the egg on last though. Why don't I have any dirt on me? You ever heard of pillaring up before? Jeez. Okay, so let's start at the top. This is obviously not staying here. So now I'm thinking end stone here, right? Because that's actually not there. End stone here. Right. Okay, and then this would be, now this is the scary part, because in creative, you just go nuts with this stuff and then you just knock it out afterwards. But here, not so much. If we don't... Okay, so we make a little bit of a nest, sort of. I think I sort of want to go a bit there. Now, it's going to be like running down the tree a little bit, so... yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Let's get a little bit over like here running down. But maybe the stuff that's closer to the tree has already sort of turned hard. Now, what I wanted to sort of do is get it into the wood a bit. So it's not like it's replacing where the wood is, but imagine more so that the sap or the liquids completely covered the wood and then hardened it. So it's nearly like petrified wood, I guess you could say. So let's get this in here. I think I want quite a bit, and I will want it in the ground as well, so it's like either it's just landed on the ground. Oh, I should get some of this in the ground too. Like it's just landed on the ground and maybe just become hard on the ground, or even some of the roots, it's landed on the roots. Might be a good idea to get some of that right beside there. But we've got to also keep in mind that this is a very old tree, so we don't want it looking like there's hardly any around, because it's obviously been like this for a long time. Okay, let's get some more up here because it's looking a little bare up here. Okay, how about there and there? A bit more of the base perhaps. I feel like that would be a good spot. This is going to look a little strange, but then when we get some leaves on it, I think it'll help out a bit, so don't be too worried just yet. Don't worry. That might look a little strange. Let's go here, and then get that other stuff back. Now, I sort of ended that story a little early, I guess you could say, because I don't mind that. I think that's looking okay. Because I sort of just said that the builders found out that it had strange properties or something like that. And so, yeah, I guess they started to try and build with obsidian, but then it sort of plays fairly well into this world, because over where our nether portal is, down over there, we can go and look at it later, there's the portal, but it's like surrounded by obsidian. So what I'm going to sort of say is that when they tried to build with it, they built like a normal house structure, and then the nether portal just lit itself, and they realized that it took them to another realm or whatever, but also it started to put off these magical properties where obsidian started to grow out of the ground a bit and that sort of thing. So I think they probably chose not to build with it again because they were a bit scared perhaps of what it was all about, and not the chest. And yeah, so I mean, I don't really build with obsidian because it's hard to, well, it's not hard to obtain, but it's kind of a bit of a pain. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I think it looks okay. Once we get some leaves on it, I think it'll be looking good. So, look at this. Doing a video with no editing. This is just going to go straight up. Okay, so this is probably actually the toughest part. I actually think I want some more of that end stone around the place. It feels like there should be a bit more of it. Maybe even like, oh, I am going to also put a little bit of podzol and probably some coarse dirt around the place as well, because you sort of, you know how at the bottom of a tree doesn't get as much sunlight, leaves fall down there and all that sort of stuff, so you want it to look a little, I guess, just roughed up, not as clean. This stuff is actually quite valuable to me, but I'm just going to use a bunch of it. Okay, there we go. Let's get on to the leaves. I'll do the coarse dirt later. I don't have any on me at the moment. Okay, how do I do this? How do I get up here? Oh, this was so much easier and creative when I gave it a test. Okay, here. Okay, so I guess we don't want to cover this area. This is where the egg will be. So let's just come out here and spam a few blocks. Now I'm just going to go through with, what leaves have I got at the moment? Spruce leaves. I'm just going to go through with spruce leaves to start off with, and then I will follow up with birch leaves, because I had a look at some of the other leaves, but they just weren't quite the right texture for me. Okay, this is going to look horrible at first because it's going to look very forced. It's going to look like I've just placed it exactly where I want it to be. which is kind of true. I just, oh, place. There we go. It's very, I guess, systematic. Okay, so we can cover up some of the hard work that we've done here. We just don't want to cover up where the egg's going to be, because that's going to defeat the whole purpose. And so the leaves still grow happily enough on this tree. And the whole tree is still alive. It's sort of like protected a bit, I guess. Okay, so let's see how this is starting to look. See, now it's looking like a tree. It's amazing what leaves can do. Here we go. Dangle some leaves around the place. It doesn't matter if we don't get all of the spots, because we're going to come back through with some other stuff anyway. A little bit there. That's alright with me. Oh, a little dangle. Oh, that's pretty cool. I missed the spot that I wanted to. Oh, let's chuck a birch leaf in there. Why not? And get a dangle going on there. Awesome. This is starting to look good. Happy with this. Now, if you're building something like this yourself and you want some advice because it's not looking the way you want it to, I would say definitely the first thing you want to do is go into a creative world. I don't like building in creative very much because I don't know, I don't get as much enjoyment out of it. I find it to be yeah, it's just a little less valuable, I guess, because you haven't had to gather all the resources and just doesn't feel as personal. But it does help you try and work out what blocks work and all those sorts of things. So there we go. Wrap that around a bit. I'm really covering in leaves a bit here, but that's okay. That's okay. You can always break leaves later if you don't like them. Okay, so that's getting a bit closer to done. I mean, there's probably something that I'll tweak with a heap, but if we just get up here and just do a little bit of altering, you know, it probably doesn't matter so much if we cover it up a little bit. It might look a little better. I mean, you just got to try it, right? You just got to try it. Get some leaves up in this place. Right, okay. I'm happy with that. So, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go get the egg now and see how it turns out. I'll just quickly grab the egg and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got the egg. I did forget one thing. Now, I think I might actually change this block. I did like that it was there because it's kind of like the liquid's seeping there. But I want to put glowstone because that's going to brighten up a whole lot. I'm going to put some more glowstone around the place. Doesn't make 100% sense. Maybe they've put some lighting up here because they find it as very sacred and all of that stuff. But pretty much it's just to have it lit up so that it looks nice. So I'll find some spots to put some glowstone in and I'll do that. But other than that, dragon egg. Done. Look at that. I'm still not sure. Maybe we get rid of these. Maybe not. I don't know. We might do something special up around here. Not sure. Let's go have a look and see how it looks from over the way. Let's see if you can even see it to start with. Let's go way back up here. How's this? Alright, let's just go and... Oh yeah, you can see it. Doesn't quite look right though, does it? It's sort of like a bit square on top. So maybe what we need to do is we just have maybe that blended down a little better. Maybe if we get rid of a few of the leaves up the top, that might help. But I'm feeling it. I think it's okay. Be interested to hear what everybody thinks, if they think that this is a cool idea. It's definitely a bit different. And let's get... maybe what I need to do... Now, I don't have any obsidian just here, but if we just quickly go and grab some more, maybe that will help us. Maybe we can put Oh, actually, let's stuff that. Let's get some end stone up there. That would make sense. Where that log is, it's just sort of throwing me a little bit because there's no. Well, I've got silk touch now, so I keep forgetting that I've got grass blocks instead of dirt. Okay. Okay, so let's put some end stone around here. So this is kind of like it's seeping down a bit. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's get one there, and then maybe maybe one like here. There you go. I could probably. Oh, that looks like it's going down through there. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. Maybe one down here. Look at that. Yeah, that's good. And go down super fast. It's good. You can't see it. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's simple. That is simple. Obviously not protected at all. Very out in the open, but I mean, you want to put it on display. You worked hard for that. You worked hard for that. Or in this case, there's a story behind it. So I think that'll do it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed. Not as much going on in this episode, just a little tree pretty much. Bit of a custom tree. I've sort of run out of time. I'll probably just build the house and then show you the start of the next episode. But until next time, I'll catch you later. Bounty contracts. If somebody wants someone else in the world not so much living anymore, then they put that in there and a price. And I can see everybody's going to put a book with my name in there.